Did you know that mentally strong people speak less but act more? In fact, psychologists have found that the more we talk about our goals and struggles, the less likely we are to actually achieve or resolve them. So here's a question. What secrets are you hiding that could unlock your true potential? In a world obsessed with sharing everything, maybe the real strength lies in what we choose not to say. Mental strength isn't about being cold or distant. It's about being in control of your emotions, your focus, your energy. It's the ability to stay grounded in chaos, to endure without losing hope, and to build without the need for applause. The Stoics believed that what happens outside us isn't what defines us, but how we respond to it. And in a time where everyone's broadcasting their every move, the most powerful people are often the most silent ones. Today, we're uncovering 7 powerful secrets you should keep to yourself. Not out of shame, but out of wisdom. Let's be honest, we live in a culture of oversharing. Social media tells us to be real, be open, tell your story. But constant exposure can weaken your foundation. When you reveal your plans too early, you invite judgment. When you share your pain too publicly, you risk turning healing into performance. Every time we hand our inner world to the outside, we give people the power to shape it, or worse, shatter it. That's why mental strength isn't just about what you face, but also what you protect. 1. Your long-term goals. It feels great to say, I'm going to start a business, or I'll lose 20 kilos this year. But here's the kicker. Studies from NYU and Peter Gollwitz's research on intention behavior gaps show that when we talk about our goals, our brain gets a dopamine hit, as if we've already achieved them. We become less likely to follow through because we feel rewarded prematurely. Stoic insight? Keep your aim sharp by guarding it. Speak less. Act more. Let success make the announcement. 2. Your acts of kindness. The world praises charity posts and public gestures, but true kindness, the kind that shapes character, is quiet. In Buddhism and Stoicism alike, humility is the foundation of virtue. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others. Be indifferent to what makes no difference. When you help someone, let it be a gift, not a transaction for attention." Real kindness doesn't need a selfie. It needs sincerity. 3. Your emotional triggers. Think of your mind like a chessboard. Every time you tell someone exactly what upsets you, you're giving away your strategy. People, intentionally or not, may use it against you. The Stoics believed that the wise person trains their emotions not to suppress them, but to stop being enslaved by them. Neuroscience backs this up. When we label and overexpose our emotional patterns, we reinforce the neural pathway that causes them. So, practice awareness, not exposure. Learn to observe your triggers without handing people the manual to manipulate them. 4. Your family problems. Every family has its cracks, even the ones that look perfect on the outside. But the moment we publicize our private wounds, we open them wider. Psychologists call it social over-disclosure, when venting becomes a habit, not a healing act. It can create more shame, more judgment, and less resolution. Talk to someone you trust, a therapist, a journal, a higher power. But don't bleed your story for views or validation. Privacy is not secrecy, it's protection.
Your income and finances money, the modern scoreboard. But just because it's visible doesn't mean it's wise to share. People judge both those who have more and those who have less. And once your income is public, your value is questioned by comparison, not character. Even Epictetus, born a slave, taught that wealth is external. It comes and goes. But virtue is internal. That's your real asset. Talk about wealth less. Build it quietly. Let your life show your values, not your wallet. 6. Your next move. There's a reason predators don't announce their hunt and high performers don't leak their plans. When we declare our next move too early, I'm switching jobs, I'm launching a podcast, we invite resistance, doubt, and sometimes even sabotage. Psychologists refer to this as goal shielding, the idea that when goals are kept personal, they're protected from external interference. Stoic mindset. Plan like a general, move like a shadow, speak only when you've already won. 7. Your inner struggles. This one's delicate. Yes, it's good to be vulnerable, but only in safe spaces. Oversharing pain to strangers can make healing harder. Why? Because when we expose our wounds too publicly, we risk turning our healing process into a performance. We start needing applause instead of therapy. Psychologists call this emotional labor for validation, the act of expressing emotion not for self-understanding, but for external response. You don't have to share everything to be strong. You don't need to perform your journey for others to validate it. Some things are meant to stay sacred, not secret, but sacred. Every time you keep something for yourself, a plan, a struggle, a moment of kindness, you're building something unshakable inside. Because true strength isn't loud. It's quiet, steady, unbreakable. Which of these secrets are you holding on to? And which ones do you need to protect better? Tell me in the comments, or just whisper it to yourself. Either way, honor it. And if you're ready to go deeper into mental mastery, watch our previous video on how to stay calm in a chaotic world. Master inner peace with these simple habits. Your inner peace is waiting on the other side of silence.